Have you ever stopped to think why so many men in their 50s and 60s are alone? I'm not talking about being single by choice. I'm talking about that emptiness that gnaws at you from within. That feeling that your life's ship has remained anchored while everyone else sailed off on incredible adventures. Pay close attention to what I'm about to tell you. The brutal truth is, there's a pattern. A pattern so clear that once you see it, you won't be able to ignore it anymore. And if you don't act now, you run the risk of becoming another statistic in this silent epidemic of male loneliness. Do you know what the worst part is? Most of these men don't even realize when they started to sink. It's like that frog in boiling water. The temperature slowly rises, and by the time you realize it, it's too late. You're alone in an empty apartment, eating frozen food in front of the TV, wondering where it all went wrong. But calm down, there's still time. I've spent the last 10 years immersed in male psychology. I've accompanied hundreds of men on this journey. I've seen patterns repeat like a broken record. And today, I'm going to give you the 8 main reasons that lead mature men into this black hole of loneliness. This is extremely rare. Few have the courage to talk about it. Are you ready to face the truth? Number 1, the emotional comfort zone trap. You've gotten used to your routine: work, home, beer on the weekend. Always the same friends, the same jokes, the same complaints. Your brain has created an emotional bunker. It's safe, predictable, but it's also a prison. Do you know what happens? You stop growing. You stop challenging yourself. You become that guy who tells the same stories from 20 years ago. Women notice this in seconds. They can smell stagnation from a mile away. It's as if you're a video game that's been paused for years. While everyone else is on level 50, you're still in the tutorial. Your vital energy has stagnated. You've become a walking emotional mummy. Does that make sense to you? Number 2, expectations completely misaligned with reality. You're still looking for the same woman you were looking for when you were 20. You want a 25-year-old model who cooks like your mother and is a virgin until marriage. Wake up, man. The world has changed. You've changed, or you should have changed. Studies show that older men often maintain attraction standards frozen in time. It's your internal radar that's uncalibrated. You reject incredible women because they don't fit into an adolescent fantasy. Remember this: you're no longer competing with guys your age. You're competing with your own stubbornness, with your inability to see value where it truly lies. Can you feel how this limits you? Number 3, the unresolved lone wolf syndrome. You pride yourself on being independent. You don't need anyone. You solve everything on your own. But there's a fine line between independence and isolation, and you crossed that line a long time ago. Relationships require interdependence. It's a dance of bodies and souls. You need to know how to lead and be led, to give space and take up space. But you're so used to dancing alone that you've forgotten the basic steps of the 2-person tango. Even worse, you confuse vulnerability with weakness. You think showing emotions is for weak men. So you build a wall so high that even you can no longer climb it. Women knock on the door, but you pretend you're not home. Do you see the paradox? Number 4, brutal neglect of your own appearance and health. Look in the mirror now. Seriously, get up and go look. What do you see? A man who takes care of himself, or someone who has given up? A beer belly, clothes from 10 years ago, questionable hygiene. Do you think that doesn't matter? It matters. A lot. I'm not saying you need to look like a model, but you need to show that you respect yourself, that you have vital energy, that you're still in the game. Women are biologically programmed to detect signs of vitality. It's pure instinct. You might have the best conversation skills in the world, but if you look like you've given up on life, the game is over before it even began. It's like trying to sell a rusty car by saying the engine is great. No one will want to take it for a spin. Is it starting to hurt? Stay with me. Number 5, communication stuck in primitive mode. You still communicate as if you were in a cave. Grunts, monosyllabic answers, an inability to express what you feel. You think talking about emotions is a waste of time. You prefer to talk about football, politics, or anything that doesn't require real connection. But modern relationships require sophisticated emotional communication. Women want depth. They want to know what's going on in your head and your heart, not just hear you complain about traffic or the government. Think with me. When was the last time you had a truly deep conversation, where you shared a fear, a dream, a vulnerability? If you can't remember, that's the problem. Almost no one realizes this until it's too late. Number 6. Unprocessed emotional baggage. You carry past hurts as if they were war medals. An ex-wife who cheated on you, a relationship that went wrong, accumulated disappointments. All of this has become a heavy armor you wear every day. The problem is, this armor doesn't protect you. It traps you. Every new woman who appears is already seen through the lenses of trauma. You project the past onto the present. You sabotage before being sabotaged. It's a vicious cycle. The more you protect yourself, the more you push away those who could heal you. It's like taking poison hoping the other person dies. It doesn't work that way. You need to process, forgive, move on. Can you see how this paralyzes you? Number 7. Absolute lack of purpose beyond work. You live to work, or worse, you've already retired and don't know what to do with your free time. No mission, no passion, no greater thing that moves you. You've become an existential zombie. Women are attracted to men with purpose, who have fire in their eyes, who wake up wanting to achieve something, not necessarily money or status, but something that gives meaning to existence. When you have no purpose, you become dead weight. Someone who sucks energy instead of generating it. It's like an emotional black hole that swallows everything around it. Nobody wants to be near that. Pay attention. Purpose is what truly keeps you alive. Does it hurt to admit that? Number 8. Paralyzing fear of starting over. You're afraid. Afraid to try and fail. Afraid to get hurt again. Afraid of not being good enough. So you prefer to stay on the sidelines, watching the game, instead of getting on the field. But life doesn't wait. Every day you spend paralyzed by fear is one less day of possibilities. It's like having a winning lottery ticket and not going to collect the prize because you're afraid to leave the house. Fear is normal. Everyone has it. The difference is that some act despite the fear. Others let fear decide for them. Which group are you in? Now comes the part that few apply. I know what you're thinking right now. I'm too old. The market doesn't want me anymore. Women only want young, rich guys. I've tried and it didn't work. It's too late to change. Lies, all lies. Do you know the brutal truth? Age brings wisdom, experience, maturity. Qualities that are extremely attractive when used well. The market never closes for those who develop themselves. Never. The problem isn't your age, it's your mindset. You've emotionally retired prematurely. You decided the game was over without even trying to play it right. Remember the anchored ship I mentioned at the beginning. It might be rusty, but it still floats. It can still sail. It just needs to hoist its sails, fix what's broken, and choose a destination. You have 2 options now. Continue as you are, alone on that park bench, watching life pass by, smelling the coffee you'll never share with anyone, waiting for death to come and end the loneliness. Or get up now, today, and start the change. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to change everything at once, but you have to start. One step, one conversation, one decision, something that breaks the pattern. The connection you seek is on the other side of fear, on the other side of the comfort zone, on the other side of this stagnation that consumes you. Do you know what's saddest? Many men will watch this and do nothing. They'll agree, they'll identify, but they'll stay in the same place. Don't be one of them. The brutal truth is you still have time, but not much. Every day counts. Every choice matters. Every small change can be the beginning of a new story. Do you want to continue being the anchored ship, or do you finally want to set sail? The choice has always been yours. It always will be. But now you know. You can no longer pretend you don't know. The 8 reasons are on the table. The cards have been revealed. What will you do with this information? If this video resonated with you, if this brutal truth bothered you, good. Discomfort is the first sign of growth. Pain is the alarm that wakes you up to change. Like now, and subscribe before your brain finds an excuse not to. Share with that friend who needs to hear this. He'll thank you, or he'll hate you for showing him the truth. Either way, you've done your part. Remember the beginning? The fear of ending up alone? It only becomes reality if you let it. If you choose stagnation instead of evolution, if you prefer the security of the prison to the uncertainty of freedom. But I believe in you. I believe you watched this far, because something inside you wants to change, wants more, deserves more. So get up, take a deep breath, and start. The ship is ready to set sail. The ocean is waiting, new lands, new stories, new connections. All possible, all within your reach. But only if you raise the anchor, only if you choose to navigate, only if you decide that loneliness will not be your final destination. The brutal truth has been spoken. The rest is up to you.